Hi guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and I'm here for the reading for the Scorpios out there from March 18th to March 24th. I hope all of you guys are having an amazing day so far. I would also like to say a big thank you to those who have subscribed. Thank you so much and welcome to my channel. I would also like to thank those who even stopped by to my channel just to watch for a few seconds. I appreciate you as well. And always remember that as a disclaimer that if this reading does not resonate, maybe my readings will for another day. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the Scorpios for March 18th through March 24th. Okay. We have the King of Wands here. So we have you guys ready. We have you guys not letting anything or anybody stand in your way of what you have going on or where you're planning to go. I feel you're tapping into a very masculine side of yourself as well, because the King of Wands, he's a very passionate man. He goes after his desires, but at the same time, he can be temperamental. He can be a little angry at times, but however, it's just because he's passionate. But it's that determination this man has, the fire, the drive, that he has to go after what he wants. And I feel that you guys are tapping into that kind of energy. And we have the Cancer here. Well, we have the Chariot here. I said the Cancer here because this card is Cancer. This also could do with where the North Node in Cancer is in your chart. Maybe that's where the North Node is. If you know how to check that, the transit chart, to see what house this North Node is in, I feel that is creating a new beginning, a more focused drive that you have with the King of Wands here to really go forward, because you have managed to integrate your shadow side. It is only when we learn how to incorporate our traumas, our depressions, our doubts, our fears, and we merge that into the light side of ourselves, where we know our strengths, our gifts. So as you learning how even the not so pleasant things in your life made a difference just as much as the great memories you had. So now that you come to that understanding, you're even more powerful, because you don't let the negative energies take over you. You learn how to transmute them and make them work for you. You make your own demons work for you, not take over you. That's very powerful. We have the Ten of Swords. So you guys are definitely putting endings to your old self through this. Any old tendencies you have, I feel this is you lying on the floor. Surrendering to the process of where the universe wants you to go, or where your higher self wants you to go. I feel that your higher self is now taking over the show. And for that to happen, the old ways that you used to do things have to die. And it's a very painful process, because usually that is our comfort zone, what we know best. It could be your South Node, for example. As I look into astrology, I could look at someone's chart and then look at how they move and see rather they in North Node or South Node. And that makes a lot of difference, because a lot of people are literally living the same life that they had before here, and they are unconscious to the fact that they're doing this. They just think that they're just how it's supposed to be. But that's why we have a North Node to direct us in a way. Hey, you could be a Scorpio with the Cancer North Node, and it's causing you to integrate those emotions, rather positive or negative, to make it work for you, to make you be powerful, to not. And Scorpios really, if you're not stepping in your power, a Scorpio will definitely show you that you're not. So that's what I learned, because I was with a Scorpio and I was transformed after that relationship. I really was. I was not the same after that. I was not in my power, so that Scorpio I was with completely took power over me. And that's what with Scorpios, you have to be a powerful person to deal with y'all, because it's just y'all are so powerful, so magnetic. It's kind of like you would just overcome somebody. You know what I'm saying? If they don't stand in their own autonomy. But I feel that you guys may have done that to have control, and now you guys are realizing, like, wow, maybe I am controlling. Maybe I don't always have to act like this. Maybe there's ways that I can improve myself. You know, I know that I'm a Scorpio, but I kind of see how in my own way I kind of have hurt, harm, and injured people, you know? So it's kind of like I just want to put an end to that, to integrate those traumas into a better version of me so I can move forward and have a better life. Oop. And we have the Hierophant here. So you could also be putting an end to a relationship here, or you could be putting an end to, let's say you're a Christian, maybe you're realizing that that's not for you, or if you're Muslim or any type of religion, maybe you're also going through that spiritual awakening to the fact that, wow, your religion may have kept you trapped. The way that the people that you may have sought counsel for has actually led you off path. Maybe that's what you're putting an end to too. Maybe you're looking into your life of who you take advice from, who you have been looking up to. Have they been truly leading you in the right direction, or have they just been doing what they do and just tell you to do the same? That's what I feel you're really thinking about. Like, who am I looking up to? See, the two men, they really respect this man. All he has to do is raise his hand and look at him. They like, oh, he about to say some real stuff right here. And let me just listen. So I feel that you could be switching around your social circle. You could be finding people on YouTube that's more in alignment, that you can look at a Hierophant position as well, that could really help you be a better version. I really hear that you guys are really working on going through this transformation and seeing the other side to your darkness. To see how powerful. That's why Scorpio is such a powerful sign, man. That death, sex, and transformation. Like, it's needed. That's why I love every zodiac sign, because when you really look at it, we all make the collective. Like, without any of us, something would be off balance. Like, every zodiac sign brings something to the table that makes us so powerful. That as a collective, like thoughts from Aries, or how a Taurus is, or a Virgo, like all of that is like one gumbo pot that makes the collective, which is pretty cool. So let's see why the King of Wands is here. We have the Hierophant twice. So you guys could actually, yeah, because I look at the King of Wands as a spiritual warrior. Because it's the fire signs that have like that determination, that passion, that fire. It's like that force that is a force to be reckoned with. And I feel you guys are really trying to tap into a more fire side of things, and really a more passionate side. Not just Scorpio passion, but a fire sign type of passion. The power in that aspect. And you could be excited to really step up for a commitment as well. I feel you could be letting go of the old and going into the new. Even though this is the same card, it's like he has followers. Oh, I'm sorry about all the ambulances. I hope they're okay. I say that every time I hear ambulance or something. I always be like, I hope they're okay. Like, whoever it is, I just like to send my energy to make sure that, you know, those people are going through the situations, that they're okay. But anyway, I feel you guys are looking for not a person that has a whole bunch of leaders. It's more like who stands on their own. Who does their own thing. Who doesn't need nobody to follow them to have of impact. And that's so true. I feel that, because a lot, if you watch like a lot of people like in religions, they go to one person, but this one person is generating all that wealth in the church, for example, and the people in the pews still be broke. They not broke, but you know, lack of abundance. Like, I feel that now you're realizing, like, you know what, I'm going by my own way and seek out who I feel is best. And it could be your family, like, no, why are you watching that? You know, tarot cards could be evil, you know, that's witchcraft and this and this and that and that. And it's just like, nah, that's my passion. I need to seek someone who's on my alignment that can help me. Like, I'm tired of this old way of life, this old way of being, just these religions and this and that. You're really looking for your own place in the world and also your own commitments as well to people. And you're going under a transformation. The death card is here. You guys here, right here, death. You guys are literally going through a whole transformation on how you view the world in general. With these transits that are going on, you're realizing how certain people, places, and things in your life are no longer at service and they have to die. Those old relationships have to die. Old friendships have to die. Everything. You're going through a whole death process right here. But however, you guys already know you guys going to come out. It's a purification. And that's one thing. Pluto can be very, very ruthless. I've experienced the Pluto situation within my sixth house when I was reluctant to leave my job, you know, and it got taken away from me in a very brutal way. Like, it was very brutal. But however, it taught me that only happened because I didn't stand in my own autonomy. Like, if I just would have left when my higher self told me to leave, I wouldn't even have went through that situation. So maybe that's what you're learning. Like, you're tired of bumping your head and getting harsh lessons over and over and over again. So you're learning to really analyze the people that you look up to, the people that you seek counsel in, and really see, are they leading you to the transformation or are they just holding you back? So let's see why the Chariot card is here. We have the Hangman. And we have the Five of Swords. You guys have your mind made up that you're moving forward and you're not letting anyone hold you back. If you have been in kind of hangman position, I feel that now you're ready to get off. And in this card, besides the other one, let me see. Can I find... Okay, perfect. I don't gotta search the whole deck for it. Like in this deck, he has the Enlightenment here. And I feel that you guys have gone through the process and now you're ready to get off. Because now you being in the hangman position is causing you a lot of conflict. Or it could be people around you causing conflict because you want to change what you're doing. Because you don't want these people, places, and things in your life anymore. They're trying to bring you down, but you're not letting that happen. You guys are power bowling right over this situation. You guys are not looking at yourselves as stuck. You guys have took the time that the universe has set aside for you to really be in hangman position. Also, I feel like this could have been Pisces season that you kind of felt this the most. But now you guys are ready. It's like, you know what? I'm tired of just sitting here. Like, I got what I need to learn from these situations. And people are mad at me, that's fine. But I'm going to do what's best for me and I'm going to charge for it. Rather y'all like it or not. Because if you cause me conflict, I'm just not even going to entertain you. I have better things to do. That's what I feel. It's like you don't even want to go back and forth with nobody. It's just like, I'm just going to put an end to it. And that's that. And we have the Five of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. And the High Priestess. I feel that you are really tapping in not only to the masculine warrior over here with the King of Wands. I also feel the High Priestess here. You really are tapping into the masculine and feminine aspects. And you do know that, yes, this does hurt. But you guys know that that's part of the process. That's how you grow. That's how you guys evolve. So you guys take time to heal. But you guys know that whatever has died, quote unquote, doesn't have to be physical. You just moving away from people, places, and things can count as a death. It's a death to the old you. And that hurts. Like, when you go through that, man, oh my gosh, that hurts. But at the same time, you guys are at peace knowing that it's leading you to where you need to be. You guys know that this transformation has to take place. And some people may be in their feelings about it. But however, you are done being in your own feelings about it. I feel some of these decisions you might have been on the fence about, where you felt stuck, but now it got to the point that it caused so much conflict that you just had to put an end to it. It's like, you know what? Before I was trying to hold off, but like I was saying about my story, about how I got fired earlier, like, it was the same situation. Maybe if I just hold on, maybe if I just be in hangman and don't make any decisions, but that conflict, it was going to end, and I had no choice but to let it go. But like this right here with the high priestess, I already knew, but at the same time it was hard because that was my life. Like, I was at that place for like 9 years. Like, I didn't even know job depression was real. Like, I didn't want to get out of bed. Like, brushing my teeth, like taking a shower felt like a dread, yo. Like, that, whew, that was a painful time. But however, and ironically, that same day, I was going back to astrology. There was an incident before that. That was in February 5th, where a man came into my job. He was very abrasive, very Pluto-like, honestly. The lower sides of Pluto. Very abrasive, cursing at me. Threw a half-bitten sandwich. Like, oh, give me my effing money back. Mother F this, mother F that. This, that. Listen. I know I was at the job, right? So I was like, so just out of reflex, I took that sandwich and I threw it back at him. So I was like, no, like, I don't let nobody disrespect me. That's not what I'm not gonna do. And then that's when I was walking away that he took a hot sauce bottle and tried to throw it at me, and it was a glass hot sauce bottle. But one of my coworkers got his license plate, and I didn't even have to be in that situation. Like, they took care of that. And even my job watched the camera, was like, wow, we didn't know it was that bad. Like, then after that, right, I called the GM at the time, because one of my coworkers like, yeah, call this person. So I did. And they was like, why are you calling me? And at that point, I realized this job don't give a F about me. To the point that this man could have bust my head open with a hot sauce bottle. And y'all don't care? So that was my first warning. And that was the same day that Pluto was 18 degrees. I had Pluto natally 18 degrees in Scorpio. This was when he hit the 18th degree that time. That was the first time. Then when it came July 3rd, he hit the 18th degree again. And that explained why that process was so painful. Because I didn't go with my intuition and save myself the pain, and maybe that's what you're realizing. I need to really trust myself to do these endings before they're ended for me, and then I'm hurt twice as much. So you're realizing how your intuition actually tries to save you a lot of times, but it's mostly the warnings about things you care about the most, and that's why it's not so easy. But however, I feel you are also going through the process where I'm tired of learning the hard way. That's how I feel. After that, That's why people's looking at me like, so you want to get another job? No, I'm not getting another job. No, I'm not. Because that taught me that at any moment I could go to another job and somebody say I'm going to shut that job down and my stability is on the line. Nah, nope. So that's when I started going to astrology, and see, I have an Aries midhaven anyway. I'm supposed to be self-employed anyway. So I work best like that. I have Neptune in the 6th house, which makes sense. This is why I do what I do. And then I have Uranus there, so me working on the schedule is not going to happen. But then I have Saturn also in my 6th house that helps me build a foundation on my spiritual gifts, and then incorporate my Uranus, my erratic work schedules. But at the same time, I'm able to build off that. And I have the North Node in the 6th house that's in Capricorn. So really, this was me leading to the North Node in Capricorn. Also, it was making a way for Saturn to move into my 6th house where he is now. So I have gone through the transformation. I have gone through it. And I feel you guys are also on that page where it's like, I'm tired of learning the hard way. I'm just going to surrender to what my intuition is telling me so I can save myself pain. So let's see why the Hierophant is here. And we have the World here. You guys are closing the cycle, and you guys are saying your truth. You guys are really cutting out all the old ways of doing things, all the old religions and systems and beliefs of everybody else. It's like, Scorpio, you guys did it. You guys have closed a major cycle. And that's why it makes sense you guys are ready to find. That's why the Hierophant got the death card. Because who you look up to has changed. Who you see your own self has changed. So now you're being more in alignment with that, and that's so beautiful because it makes you such a well-rounded person. So for the Scorpios that's going through this, I give it to Scorpios. They're some powerful people, especially that have Pluto as that planet. With my experience with Pluto, I don't be wanting no problems with that man. So after my experience, I've learned how intense, and it caused me to have even more respect for Scorpios to know why they so intense. Like it's just that nature, they just, but it's through that passion. It's through something being brutally ripped from you, yo, that you really step into your power. And that's what I learned. And that's what you guys are doing too. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll check you guys out next week.